Okay, so I'm going on this little rant right now. There's been something I've been thinking about lately, and I'm starting to kind of figure out how it all comes together. I'm going to start it off by, I guess, introducing it. So it's basically a cycle of realization that starts with connect, which is organic matter, and basically it is anything that's living and is a physical body. Disconnect, which is the element of fire, and that's represented in a lot of ways. I'll probably explain it. And then the last one is reconnect, which is water, and it's blue, and that it'll make sense when I'm done explaining this. Okay, so I'm going to start off the more simple explanation because it'll probably get me going. So the first one, connect, is say you're having a conversation with somebody and you're connecting with them, you're absorbing information from them, you're sharing your ideas with them, and you're basically taking everything that out of your perspective and you're giving it to them and they're giving their perspectives to you. And say that person asks you a question, immediately what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect from your physical understanding of what you currently are understanding, and you have to go out of where you are right now and you have to think of an answer. You have to search and bring things together that weren't there before and create a new idea in order to reconnect and form the new idea, and then you go back to connecting, and then you share the idea with this person, and then they absorb what you're saying, and you go right back to that to that original state where you can continue conversation and connecting with everything that's organic. And like I said, this is like a cycle of realization, and the more times you go through it, the wiser you become. So this one's I have this other way of explaining it. It's a bit like deeper. So say connect is green, like I said, it's organic matter. So I'm connecting this to plants right now. So a plant in its physical form connects with the earth. It shares, it works symbiotically with everything. It provides oxygen, it takes nitrogen, it has a cycle that it goes through, and it provides life for all these different things. And that's the same way that we do the same thing. We give to the earth what the earth needs, and we take what we need from the earth. That might be a bit out of balance right now, but that doesn't have to be a personal thing. That's out of our control. You can only be what you are. And that's organic matter. And the next one is disconnect, which is fire. And that can be looked at as in the same way that smoke leaves the physical body of a plant. It's the same way that you need to leave your physical body, and you need to look objectively. Not even looking objectively. You have to leave everything that you know behind as who you currently were in that state, and you have to pretty much almost become a blank slate. You have to look at things from a perspective that isn't, I guess, isn't human, or all those predetermined perspectives you have as a person that limit all the knowledge that is available, because there's only a certain, like when your mind thinks, there's only a certain amount of things of knowledge that it finds applicable to what it sees. You know what I mean? So the way you perceive things categorizes the knowledge that you find useful for that situation. Like, you ever been in an argument with somebody where you think, oh, I wish I would have said this and would have said that, and like, that's basically, it's not so much that you had a brain fart. It's just because that's your perspective on what was happening. Okay, anyways, I'm kind of ranting. So after you do that and you completely leave yourself behind, that's the only way you can truly grow, is by completely opening up your perspective. That's the only way you could ever become a new person and be reborn as a wiser human. So then you go into the reconnect stage, which is blue. It's water, as far as I know so far. And that's when the ashes from the rest of the physical body of the plant returns to the soil, and a new being is able to grow out of that. So it's not as if the plant ever died. It just returns and is grown again in a new form from what's left over from the old plant. And that's the same thing with the human. You're reborn and a completely new person, although you still recollect your old thoughts, and that's what helps you to learn the lesson. it's not so much that you go into the cycle looking for a lesson, it's that you go in to forget about all your perspectives. And when you come out and you're born again through water, then you realize what was holding you back, and you learn the new lesson, and automatically then you're right back to connect. You're sharing what you learned through the cycle. You're more wise, you're more responsible with your thoughts, and you appreciate what others have to say more, because that'll help you go right back through that cycle, and you depend on other people. I feel like that's why we're social. I guess it's also a survival thing, but I feel personally like it's because it pushes you through that cycle, because everyone has so many things to say. I don't know. And hopefully this pushes you guys through a cycle of redoing who you are. So yeah, this is about a 6-minute video. I'm pretty stoked about that. Alright, I'm going to share this with you guys and post it on my Facebook later. Oh, actually, I gotta explain this. This is the concept of my documentary. That's what I was trying to say. And this is the kind of stuff that I want to learn when I'm out there, just introspecting and taking time to just become a better person, and to actually have something positive to share with the world, with the internet, whatever, whoever wants to hear. And then the best part is, once I get this out to people, then they can give me their perspective and knowledge, and that just keeps everything going, and people will just have more self-confidence, because they'll have so much more purpose. And that's what the internet's all about. It's about just connecting, and then I don't know, disconnecting, reconnecting if you want to. Alright, see ya. Thanks.